New Jersey's only pro-level sports team is the NHL's New Jersey Devils. Mascot's pretty cute, right? Looks pretty friendly. But why a devil for the state of New Jersey? The origins of the Jersey Devil comes from South Jersey, which is going to be the focus of today's video. In New Jersey folklore, the Jersey Devil is said to inhabit the forests of the Pine Barrens down in South Jersey. It's often been described as a flying creature with leathery, bat-like wings, a head that resembles either that of a horse or a goat. It has hooves, it's got tiny T-Rex arms, and a pointed or forked tail. It's also been described as moving very quickly and emitting very high-pitched, blood-curdling screams. So if you're planning on making the move to New Jersey, I would recommend watching this video to the very end to ensure that you're not its next victim. My name is Kevin and this is Living in Jersey, and I make these videos to know exactly what you're getting yourself into when making the move to the Garden State. In today's video, I'm covering part 4 of my New Jersey Explained series, which is going to be an overview of living in South Jersey. Now, as I alluded to, this is a series, so I do recommend subscribing to this channel so you don't miss any of the content that I have planned coming up. That I'm going to be taking a deeper dive into some of the best places to live in New Jersey. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about South Jersey in the context of my clients, Keith and Shauna, who made the move to Cherry Hill, New Jersey, which is a town just outside of Philadelphia.
Hey, dude, Cherry Hill, man, we're almost there.
After renting in the Philly suburbs on the PA side, or Pennsylvania. When you live in New Jersey, you call Pennsylvania PA, it's just a little abbreviation. But basically, I'm gonna be talking about their experience and their move, and they're two North Jersey natives that were very against living in South Jersey. There is a bit of a rivalry, so I think this is gonna be a valuable story to tell. So as always in these videos, I'm talking proximity, terrain, and cost of living. Let's get to it. As far as the schools go in South Jersey, there does seem to be a lower concentration of higher ranked school districts when we're looking at niche.com. Now, the bulk of the top school districts in South Jersey do tend to be closer towards Philadelphia. And then we've also got Rowan University down in South Jersey as well, where actually Keith recently took a job. As far as industries and jobs, it's kind of a mixed bag, and as I mentioned, you're probably going to be relying heavily on that Philadelphia market. There are a ton of farms, so there is that kind of industry, which makes for some fun fall festivities and outdoor activities to partake in. As someone who grew up in North Jersey, I kind of thought that there was nothing to do in South Jersey. But I couldn't have been more wrong, and Keith was telling me about all the fantastic things that there are to have fun in South Jersey. Starting with plenty of hiking trails, parks, campgrounds, and there's farms for blueberry picking and any other kind of fruit or vegetable picking you could think of. There's over 40 breweries or wineries. You've got easy access to New Jersey's top beaches, as I mentioned. It could be headache free because there's not as much traffic as well. Then we've got Atlantic City, where you can go to the casino, see a show, and then obviously Philadelphia. And my buddy Keith is a big sports fan, and the sports complex in Philadelphia is super convenient because you've got the Phillies baseball stadium, you've got the arena where the 76ers and the Flyers play, then you've got Lincoln Financial Field, and they're all in the same little complex. And he says it only takes him like 20 minutes to get there from his house in Cherry Hill if he's not going through kind of rush hour traffic. So if you're a sports fan, South Jersey could be an amazing place to live. Next, let's talk about the terrain and the landscape of South Jersey. And this is one area where Keith and Shauna do miss their North Jersey roots because the land is very flat and not as kind of diverse in the landscape of what you're going to see. So when they travel up to see their family up in North Jersey, especially during the fall months where you do have the mountains and all the trees and the fall foliage, or the leaves are changing, it's a very beautiful place to live. Now in South Jersey, the landscape is just not quite as diverse because of its flatness and because of largely the Pine Barren Forest, which is about 1.1 million acres or 22% of New Jersey's total landmass. Now, this area is protected because the water table is so short in this area and provides drinking water to millions of people, supplies water to the local rivers, and also feeds the vegetation in the area, like those big pine trees in the pinelands. There's also a lot of farmland out there, and it's just very flat. So if you're looking for kind of diverse landscapes and interesting things to look at, this might not be the place for you. But because of the pinelands and the protected land, there's a pretty good chance of like what you see is what you're gonna get. Keith and Shauna did allude to the fact that it's not nearly as built up down in South Jersey as it is in Central and North Jersey, hence why it's not as congested and it's easier to get around. So because such a large area of this section of New Jersey is protected land, there's a really good chance that years down the road, it's gonna look pretty similar to what you see today. Let's round today's video with the cost of living. And this is actually a main driver for why Keith and Shauna chose to move to Cherry Hill as opposed to other towns within their 30-minute radius of Philadelphia. So originally they were looking in some of the Pennsylvania suburbs of Philadelphia, and they noticed that they just got way more bang for their buck in Cherry Hill. So they got a bigger house, bigger piece of property, and that makes sense because if you look at this map that I put together of median home sale prices in New Jersey, it's significantly more affordable in the southern part of New Jersey. And I actually took that a step further and I looked at the taxes in the municipalities of the South Jersey counties, and about 93% of the municipalities have average tax bills under $10,000 a year. Now, in comparison to North Jersey, that's almost unheard of to have taxes under $10,000 a year, this is something that a lot of my out-of-state clients, when they move to New Jersey, have the hardest time wrapping their head around, is how much taxes cost, because it's usually significantly different than what they're paying in the state that they're coming from. Now, this could eat significantly into your affordability of the house that you can buy, into your monthly expenses. So it's something that's very important and is less of an issue in South Jersey. Now, when we're talking about the cost of living in comparison to the national average, in Vineland, New Jersey, which is in South Jersey, it's about 4% less than the national average, which is a far cry from the other areas of New Jersey in North and Central Jersey, which is significantly above the national average for cost of living. I hope you found value in today's video, and I hope you've been finding that all of my New Jersey Explained videos are helping you really decide the best landing spot for you in your move to New Jersey. And just to remind you, I am a realtor, and I would love to be your real estate choice in making the move to New Jersey. So feel free to call, text, or email me at any time, and I'll see you in the next video.